Rainbow Six Siege, the best FPS game ever made, in my opinion, of course. I started playing this game in Operation Health, which was the second season of Year 2, if I remember correctly, and was released in 2017, which is actually crazy to think about. Like, the fact that I've been playing this game for almost 8 years now, that is so surreal. That's a bit less than half of my life. I mean, I've actually been playing for 4 or 5 years because I stopped a couple of years ago. All my friends stopped playing, and with me being in the last few years of high school, I stopped gaming altogether. That is up until a few months ago. With me having a bit more time on my hands and all my friends playing the new season of OG Fortnite, I got back into gaming and got back into Siege for the first time in a long time. So, back when I actually played, I used to be pretty good, peaking in about Plat 1 or 2, and that's before Rank 2.0, while playing with my IRL friends who honestly weren't the best to say the least. And I was actually ranked first in EU for KD one time. I'll put a screenshot if I can find it, but I doubt it. So, coming back to the game after a long time, I was firstly shocked at how bad I was. Like, I am so bad right now, it's hard to comprehend. But what else has changed in the time that I've been away? The first main thing that pops to mind is Rank 2.0, and to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I know not everyone can reach Diamond and Champ, and that there's a hidden skill rating which you can surpass by a lot, but still, I feel like the rank was way more meaningful before, and not to mention that we don't have placement matches anymore. Like, damn, I miss that feeling of playing those 10 placement matches and thinking your whole world will end if you underperform. I mean, I was 14 then, but still. Last season was my first real season with rank 2.0, and I ended in Plat 3, which is okay because I started playing with like 2 weeks left in the season, and I just solo queued. And I'm pretty sure I can reach Emerald pretty easily while solo queuing, which is solid for a beginner like me, I guess. The second thing that I noticed is just how much the average player has gotten better. For example, look at this Nomad. Such aim is hard to find even in Pro League. Of course, I'm joking, but I do think that the average player has gotten better by a large margin, which isn't showcased by this clip either, because for context, he was running around before he got to that corner, and not a single one of those three heard him. And I do not even know what to say about this mute setup. But still, I do think that it is rare to see nowadays someone with the aim of my dead grandmother or someone playing without earphones, and that was not the case a couple of years ago. The next thing I noticed is just how bad the new maps are. Like, look at Emerald Plains. That map is so bad, it is puzzling how they released it. That I cannot get a positive KD on that map to save my life. That or Canal, which is even worse, or Lair. Like, I will get frustrated to even talk about them, so I will just stop myself. Coming back to Siege after a long time is such a humbling experience that I can't even express it. Like, I used to think this game was easy, and now I understand when all my friends told me it is the hardest game ever. I used to probably take it for granted that I was good at this game, but that's just because I played a lot. And just it is so difficult just to aim, just to get the game sense back, or to counter, to use the correct operators, because when you're solo queuing you have to think one step in front always, because your team they won't bring a hard breach, they won't bring anything to help you out. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating sometimes, but in a good way because it makes you want to get better and play more, which is the main part of Siege. It is why it is so addicting. The next thing I want to rant about is the matchmaking. The matchmaking is so bad at times that it is puzzling how anyone plays this game still. Like, I don't know if you guys solo queue a lot, but it is really really hard because a lot of times you will get put up against a five stack who actually communicate, and because none of my teammates communicate with me, it is almost impossible to win those games. Like for example, in this clip, I covered the planner, and while I cover him, he peeks out and I team kill him instead of killing the guy that I was supposed to. I do get him at the end, but little stuff like that, it is very, very frustrating. And not to say the lack of awareness from my teammates is also puzzling. Like, if I'm already bringing a hard breach, it is not that difficult to bring a Thatcher or a Twitch or something because you see that I am bringing a hard breach. I need someone to help me. Or on defense, when I see that 0 and 7 guy pick Caveira, I want to jump off a bridge. Like, dude, you are you are not going to do anything. Just pick someone like Rook or Kaid or anyone who will still help us if you die in the first 30 seconds. I know I am not the best teammate of all time. I know I do a lot of mistakes, but still I like to think that I am aware enough to know that I'm having a bad game and my aim is just not on point. So I just hop on support. There's nothing bad about that, about playing support. You're helping your team, and that is the main part of this game because this game is very strategic and you are playing as a team. So if you're having a bad game in terms of aim, you can still help in a lot of ways. Like the dude that is 1 and 7 might be very bad in terms of aim, but he brings Thermite, he brings Kaid, and he drones very well, and he's a much bigger plus than the guy who is 3 and 3. So yeah, the matchmaking is kinda bad, and not to say that I get like put in games with champions. Like, how does that even work? How do I play against those guys? They're so much better than me. I don't even know what to do against them. Like, they aim like they are cheating. So I have big respect for those people, and I just hope that I can get back to that point once again. Man, I'm just happy to be playing this game again. Like, it is so fun, frustrating, and addictive at the same time, all in a good way. I just hope they continue in the right path, which seems to be true with the release of Siege X. I like the things that they are doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you haven't, well, fuck you then. Why are you still watching if you haven't enjoyed? And yeah, until next time, I guess. See ya.